But I think we are up and live. I was running a live for about 15 minutes that was apparently unlisted, and we already caught a catfish, so the action's definitely hot. We're here with Fishing with Steve. We're gonna have some fun today. Hopefully we can get another fish. I'm gonna fill you guys in on what has happened here in just a moment, as long as we make sure that this one is in fact broadcasting to the internet and we are really live. So, you good? Got it? Cool. We are set and ready to go.
Picture of your fish.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can definitely do
I
that.
can pull it up on the text. I'll be right there.
Sweet. Alrighty. Yeah. Crazy stuff. Already got a fish. Was not live, but I got it on the GoPro. There it is. Boom.
Clear. Yep. 10 minutes ago.
He was. I forget how much the grippers weigh, but he was with the grippers.
It was 9.13.
9 pounds 13 ounces with the gripper. So I'll weigh the gripper and figure out how much he weighed overall and let you guys know. So gripper is 5 ounces, four ounces. So he was 9 pounds 9 ounces. That's a pretty good fish. Over 9.5 pounds is always fun to do. Always a good one. Alrighty, here's the deal. So, as I said, we already caught a fish. We're out here on the Schuylkill River. Fishing with Steve, who you guys just met, has been absolutely slamming them as of late. So we came out here to try and get in on some of the action, and we did right away, but the live was not set up properly, and you guys didn't get to see it. So, yeah. We're gonna see if we can get on some more in addition to that fish. We're using chicken livers. I'll show you my rig in a minute, show you what rods I'm working with, and we'll keep this party rolling. So oh, there you go. So first of all, here is what our rig is looking like. I have up here a 1 ounce weight with some split shots to keep it in the general vicinity of where I want it. And then some 17-pound mono leader going down, whoop, dropped it. Going down to some chicken liver. This one's all tore up because this is the one I caught the catfish on. And yeah, we're gonna keep it rolling. I also have this is a super short rod. It's only about 4.5 feet long, because this is actually a travel combo, or not a combo, travel rod that has any, it has a whole bunch of different configurations that you can use. There's a whole bunch of different pieces. You can make it 6 different like stiffnesses. Super, super cool. And we're using it on the stiffest one, which also means it's the shortest one, because it just becomes more backbone as you make it shorter and thus becomes stiffer. So it's not super practical, but I was doing some testing for a video with it, and we happened to catch the catfish on this. Stan, my name is not Dexter, so I will remove that. Catch any turtles? We have not, but we did catch a nice channel catfish. Jay Gupta, how's your day so far? Doing great. I caught a catfish already. Unfortunately, it was not on the live, so that's unfortunate. But we did get one, got it on the GoPro, and hopefully we're going to get some more on the live for you guys. Billy Bob, it is in fact a cool rod concept. Yeah, this video will be coming out. I'm not sure exactly when I'm going to get it done, but I now have all the footage I need to put that review together, because this was the last configuration that I hadn't tested yet. And then Fishing with Steve made a comment. For those of you guys who don't know, Fishing with Steve is the guy who's here with me. He's over there chilling in the car, but he will make some appearances throughout the live. He's been absolutely slamming the catfish as of late. So, yeah, it happened once already for me today. Hopefully the action continues. Danny the Stinger Manny is in. How's it going? We got one catfish. Wasn't on live because I had the settings incorrect, but we're going to give it another shot. So I'm going to send this rod back out where it was, where I caught the catfish, and then get my other rod set up as well. Alrighty, so here is rod number 2. That's much better. We had 0 people in here for a while, and I was like, what the heck's going on? Not realizing I was on unlisted video. We'll get that bait out there already. We got 2 rods in, we're getting the 3rd one out. Hey, Tim. There's Linda, Butterflies and Sunshine. There you go. So what we're doing is we have all this chicken liver here. It doesn't like to stay on the hook very well, so we're using Steve's special trick and wrapping it in some dental floss to try and keep it attached properly. Alright, so this one is much longer, as I already mentioned. That one that we already have in is only about 4.5 feet long. This one is much longer, 9 feet long. So we're going to put a little bit further cast out that direction with this one and see what that gives us. I loosened up the drag on both poles so that they can kind of pull without necessarily hooking up right away. Give them a little bit of extra time to eat. That's what happened on that first one. Took a big run right from the beginning, pulled some drag out and gave it some extra slack. I let it eat for a couple seconds and then I was able to hook up on it. So I'm gonna stick with that. They should pull some drag if we happen to get a bite. As Steve just said in chat, it is quite windy out here today. I have an attempt of covering my mics up with some foam to make sure the wind noise isn't too terrible. You guys will have to let me know how that is. Billy Bob, yes, I've got circle hooks. I believe they're like 4/0, 3 or 4/0. They're smaller because we're using chicken liver. TMNT, that is. I'm not sure what that means. You'll have to let me know. The Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. Huh, cool name. We got lids rolling away. Channel cats or blue or flatheads. It was a nice channel cat, just over 9.5 pounds. About yay big, something like that. We showed a picture of it. Sorry, I can't speak. Picture of it right at the beginning of the live when we opened it up to the public, which I wanted to do from the beginning, but somehow I messed that up. But as I said, I got the footage on the GoPro for the video when I am testing out that rod over there. So it will see the light of day. I'm just not exactly sure when. TMNT. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I gotcha. He said he had pizza and it's good bait for turtles. I gotcha. I needed a second to catch on, but I'm there now. Raptor Will is in. How's it going? Steve is in fact still out here. He's emerging from his car right now to make an appearance. He's doing his typical spiel where he chills in the car and waits for the fish to come greet him, and then he decides to join the party, which I think is a pretty good idea. I'm just out here because I'm youthful and adventurous, but the wind is definitely not the most pleasant thing today.
Excuse me, sir. Good, show me.
There you go.
This way we have our
So here is the photo once more for those of you who didn't see it earlier. Let's see if I can get the glare off. Oh, Steve's phone turned off. There you go. I think your phone locked me out.
let me put the key down. Sorry. There you go.
Sweet. All right, let's see. There you go. Try and get as much glare off of it as possible. There you go. That was our fish earlier. Are you catching to keep, says Billy Bob. No, we are not. This is the Schuylkill River, and it's a lot cleaner than it used to be, but it's still not necessarily recommended to eat much out of here.
Plus
So,
it's dirty from the rain.
yeah, it is also dirty from the rain. It's kind of muddy. Hopefully we're able to get some more action. That was right off the bat. It's good to get the skunk out of the way early on in a fishing trip, but I really wish it was on the live.
I'm waiting for that little one to go again. I think that's the right spot for you.
I appreciate all you guys stopping in and dropping a like for me. It's highly appreciated. Usually I get some good viewership. That's why I was somewhat confused when I went for like 10 minutes with absolutely no viewership. I'm like, what's going on here? Little did I know that I wasn't even public, so. I'm not sure how that happened because it typically automatically sets it to public and I didn't touch that setting, so. Joe Mama says, I'll give you a like now that I saw the pic. That's fair. Don't want to give anybody a like who's lying to you. But yeah, hopefully we can get another one. Channel cats have a yellow meat to them. The good white meat cats are flatheads and they have 3 huge fillets. Yeah, they are a tinge yellow, but I mean, on the grand scale of fish, they're still a fairly white meat. I've had some good channel cat fillets in my day, as well as I think I've had blue catfish as well. I've definitely had some channel cat, and it was fairly white, pretty good. Ozarks is in. Thanks for stopping in. I'm not sure if you were in here when I was saying it. We already got on a fish, but by some crazy scenario, I messed up the settings that I didn't even know I touched and made it unlisted. So that footage was not live. I got it on the GoPro for a future video involving the rod I caught it on. However, it was not live. We're here. We're going to try and get another one. Travis is in. How's it going?
The next 2 hours is going to be our shot. It's going to start dying.
Yep.
I think we're going to get more than one. Fingers crossed.
What rod and reel are you using now? All right, I'll bring you guys over here and talk about the rods and reels. So our bigger one, let me tuck up my cord here, so that way we're not scraping it along. There you go. Our bigger one is right here. This is, I use this for carp fishing, cat fishing, surf fishing. It's just my bigger, heavier, longer rod, one of those. It's a 9-foot Tsunami Shield surf rod, medium heavy. And then I have a Akuma Stratus, Dick's Sporting Goods exclusive reel. It's a 6,000 size, 40-pound braid. That one's like my longer cast setup for today. And then this guy is the one that caught the catfish. As you can see the tip of the rod up here. It's way shorter. It's 4.5 feet long. The reel I have on it is a Penn Wrath 5,000 30-pound braid. This is about the equivalent of a heavy power rod, but the deal with this is it's multi-piece. There's a whole bunch of different sections to it, and you can set it up either 5 or 6 different ways. I believe it's 6. from an ultralight to a light to a medium light, medium heavy, and heavy. So yeah, 6 different ways. It gets stouter, and as it gets stouter, it gets shorter because it just uses the fact that the backbone, like the lower sections of the rod, are stiffer, so it just shortens the rod and it thus gets stiffer. It's like a travel setup. I've used it in Florida before. It's a really good thing to bring on a plane, but when it gets heavy and super short like this, it starts to get a little bit impractical. But as I proved today, it does still work if you need it in a pinch. Yeah, I wanted to get some testing done on this. It's not one of my normal catfish rods, but obviously it did the job when I hooked up, so that's all that really matters. And then for those of you who weren't in here earlier or just didn't know who that was, we have Fishing with Steve with us. He's been out here all week catching the crap out of the catfish, and we decided to jump on the train with him. So he's here. We'll be making some appearances. The last rod that's down there that I didn't show you is his rod. Where I live, you can only use 2 poles at a time. What about there? You can use 3 per person. So I have 2 and Steve has 1, and we're both under the limit. Depending on what the situation shakes out to be, I might use this one. This is a medium light setup, and I might just chuck it around for like panfish or little bass, depending on what the fishing shakes out to look like. So I might end up capitalizing on my 3rd rod here at some point, but that's not a right now type thing. We're just watching and waiting now. That first bite came really quick, about 10 minutes into my fishing time, and yeah, it was fun. But we're looking for round 2 to happen. Steve has bells on his rod and the drag tightened up. As I said, I have my drag loosened up, so we should both have an audio, or I don't know, I'm losing the word, but an audible, that's the word I'm looking for, an audible indication that we are getting a bite. So my drag clicking and his bells ringing. So just to let everyone in chat know, that little outfit that he has set up is very cool, and it did handle a 9-pound catfish with no problem. Absolutely, Steve's right. Yeah, it's stiff enough to handle all that, but the action, because it is so many sections, is a little bit wonky. And obviously most rods that are designed for this type of thing are a little bit longer. But the whole point of this is to be able to have something that's versatile and you can use in a whole bunch of different scenarios. In a scenario like you fly on a plane, you can just take that one rod setup, a couple reels, and switch out the reels with the different configurations of the rod, and it will certainly work. Can you guys see all the rods? It's tough with the vertical live stream to get everything in frame, but I think you guys can see it. It's tough on my end because I have some of these controls up on my screen that actually cover what the actual view is for you guys. So I'm not even sure what you guys are actually capable of seeing on here. Steve says we can see him. Sweet. That's what I'm looking for. I need to make sure Steve is a mod here. There's a lot of you guys in chat that could be moderators, but I don't do live streams enough to where I have the mental note to myself, oh, I need to go make XYZ person a moderator, because it's rare that I do more than one live a week, so I just don't get around to it. Wind calmed down at all? It's definitely a little bit calmer than it was earlier today, but you'd have to ask Steve for some more specific details. Let's see if I can put this here. That looks good. Yeah, I think if I do that, you guys can see even more of the dock area. Oh, Steve's getting a bite.
Get ready, Noah. Wait on. It's all locked up. Let him have it, dude. Look forward.
You want to get it?
No, you got it.
Sure?
Yeah, but you see, that's what they've been doing. You've been getting, like, I just been letting it sit like you.
Well, what mine did is because I had my drag loosened up, is that mine ripped a whole bunch out
Right.
and then sat still. Yeah, he's still
Yeah,
there.
he's still there. Just let him get a little bit of it. I got a big liver on. Let him
All
get
right,
it.
sweet. So Steve's rod is getting hit. I'll get this camera in prime position for Steve's
That's a
rod.
little stiffer stick, too. Well,
It's at least longer.
yeah.
Like, this is pretty doggone stiff. It's just super short.
All right, well, if he goes for it, go for it. I just didn't know if you caught it because your back was turned.
Yep.
It's all you, brother. You fish like you want.
Yeah, no, you're good. It's your rod anyway.
No, it's for you, man. It's for your show. I'm the net guy today.
Steve's net guy today. Steve says I've already caught 1 million catfish this week.
I'm good.
Yeah. Was changing out laundry. No problem, Ozarks. That rod, which is Steve's on, I guess for you, it's probably the far right. I'm using my selfie camera, so it makes all the perspectives backwards. But this rod here is was getting bit. It's possible that one goes here shortly. So. Hopefully we can get a second catfish today, which would be the first one on the live. And then I can use that other footage as I need. As always, thanks you guys for stopping in. I really appreciate you guys watching. I know there's a ton of other things that you guys could be doing, but watching me is very much appreciated. I try and make it as entertaining as possible and give you guys some insight to what I'm doing. I never claim to be the most knowledgeable person about this stuff.
Get ready.
Oh, there you go. Oh. As I said, I never claim to be the most knowledgeable person, but I'm definitely someone who's willing to share the ups and downs. Here you go. Come on. I'm definitely willing to share the ups and downs of the experience and at least walk you through the learning process of things. So that way it makes the learning process for you guys a little bit easier. Come on, fish. Is the water deep there, and are you fishing on the bottom? It's tough to tell how deep the water is. It's somewhere between, I'd say, 8 and 10 feet out in the channel. And yes, we are fishing the bottom. Come on, fish. Steve, do you think at some point I should just go for it, or do you think I should just let it keep going?
Yes.
Either. We'll give it. What do you guys think? The train in car is in. We're out here fishing, Braden. I got one catfish before I made the live public. Somehow I accidentally set it to unlisted. Nice catfish, just about 10 pounds. But we're trying to get one on the public live stream now. And we have that rod on the left going for it.
If he's not there, he's not there. We'll throw it back out.
Sounds good. Steve says to go for it. Should I take the bells off first?
Yeah, take the bell off. Play around. Yeah, because when he's not there, just do what you do and you'll know.
Yep, I don't think he's there.
It's all right. At least we know we got some action coming. The wind is dying down.
Yep.
Oh, perfect. Here, I'll take it, get you all rigged up.
All right.
Everything.
We got an appearance from Fishing with Steve. He's getting his rod reset. Steve is.
The wind's dying down.
Oh yeah, wind is way less than it was earlier. Steve is being very generous. He said, "My rod is your rod," and Steve is just netman today. He's been on them. How many have you caught recently?
Up to 20 now.
Yeah,
Nice.
he's been absolutely pulling them out of this hole, and they've all been from right here.
Right here.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
They're around.
Steve's not lacking anything in the catfish department as of late.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to take a break.
Fair enough. Move you guys over here. Make sure you can see all our rods. That's not the ideal spot. This might be better. That's pretty good. There you go. Yep, chicken liver. Ozarks is on it.
Sounds right on. Oh, you know what? You want to try a piece of that liver? You want me to throw the liver you got out of the, do like a little challenge right now?
Yeah, we could test it out, see how the packaged frozen type liver right here does in comparison to the stuff in the little jar or tub. I don't know what you want to call it, but we could chuck some of this on and see what it's like in comparison. Say was get a B man. Not sure what that means, Dominic. Might have to give me some clarification or at least some better spelling. No, it's German. Huh. Well, I guess that means that I'm not going to know what it means. What does it mean in English? What's the translation? It means what's up. The one I always do, some guy at our church taught me this. The sky, the ceiling, how you feeling? That's the best response to what's up. And then I usually get two very polarizing responses when I say that. Some people look at me like I have three heads, and then some people are like, I like that, it's funny. So you guys in chat will have to let me know which response you guys feel.
I see that bait, I'll try it.
Heck yeah.
Let's do a little challenge. Show them what we're putting on. And
So this is the, I guess it doesn't really have a brand on there, but I got it from a bait vending machine, and then that was just a tub that, where'd you buy that? Just the grocery store?
that's Bob, he gave them to us.
Yeah,
Bob.
we'll have to figure out where.
Yeah, they're grocery
does that.
store livers.
How old are you? I turned 18 in exactly 1 month, so I had to check the date, forgot what date it was, but exactly 1 month I turned 18.
There's something to do.
Yeah.
Get a little challenge, fresh first bought. This stuff, I remember this stuff.
It's much firmer.
Yeah.
Come on, fish.
Oh, jeez.
Does it smell like terrible?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, the catfish will like it.
And worst part is I used to drive a septic truck, and that smell, and I couldn't smell
Ooh.
it, and I can smell this.
Alrighty, so this rod here, when I casted it out, I feel like the chicken liver broke apart a little bit, but I just kind of left it because you never know. But I'm gonna pull this one in and see if I can get a more solid piece of liver on there.
Well, I don't know how far this is going, but we're going to give it a shot.
That was a good cast.
That'll
I'll pull
work.
this one in and if I can get some better liver on there.
Yeah, that's either checking. That's what I've been doing also. Nolan is
Check frequently.
checking, and then even I still got it, just re-dip it, try to
Right.
keep it fresh as possible.
So as I said, not much liver on there. Most of it broke off when I casted it.
Maybe this might be the new hot bait. Let's see.
We'll see. They might just want something different. Possible.
All right. All right. I'll be back when we get a fish on.
All right. All right, nasty stuff. Toss it out. Wash off my hands for a second, then I'll rejoin chatting with y'all. I'll tell you one thing. The air might be warming up as of late, but the water is still pretty doggone cold. There you go. Should be pretty good. All right. Ozark says 13 viewers and 13 likes. Sounds pretty good to me. All righty. We are rocking and rolling. 3 baits in the water, now we wait. Steve says he subscribed to Ozarks. Ozarks is a really good channel that does things very similar to like the bushcraft type stuff that I do. He does a little bit of fishing as well. Yeah, good channel, very nice dude. I will be on his channel in a little under a week to talk about some of the things that I do and have some discussion with him during a live, which will be next Thursday, I believe. So yeah, I'll be doing some stuff with him shortly. I think this one just got a tap, this big one. I could be incorrect, but I think it got tapped. We shall see. Yeah, so Steve is popping back and forth between being out here with us and being with us virtually in the chat. This one? It really is a very difficult thing to do, to chat and to watch rods. So having Steve here is very helpful. I'm gonna do this so I can possibly flip the camera around and stand behind it. Let's try that. So I'm gonna do this and then flip it. There you go. So then I can theoretically watch rods and chat at the same time. So this one's getting blown by the wind. This guy right there. But I'm not sure if it's getting hit or not. It's definitely doing some movement. So we're probably going to be out here for a decent length of time. I got my charger all ready to roll once the phone battery starts to run low, and that should give us another 2 hours or so. So we have about as much time as we're allowed. They close the gates at 6, and we're probably gonna run up. That's 6 Eastern time. We're probably gonna run up pretty close to when they close the gates before we leave. So 5:45-ish we'll be out of here. So we got another hour and a half or so. Steve says we have to be out of here by 6 o'clock. That's when the gates close. I'm staying until 5:45. I'm with you, Steve. That's my plan as well. So we're just watching and waiting. We got 8 constant people in here. Thanks for sticking with me. Hopefully we can get you a fish here soon. I wonder what it would be like if I put this back on this bench to get the whole dock, and I sat here. It looks pretty good to me. Are you at a state park? We are at a trailhead, one of the Schuylkill River trailheads. That's the trail over there. And there's a nice little dock here. However, they close the park at sunset, which at this time of the year is 6 o'clock. So we've got to be out here before that. Because if you get stuck in here after they close the gates, you have to go talk to the people up in one of the buildings up there who run this little park. There's like a animal center type thing where you can look at some animals. You have to go ask them to open the gates. It's a whole big shebang. My dad has biked on this trail and accidentally stayed too late before and had to go do that. So I have been told it's not a fun process. I'm watching rods. I'm gonna bring this down a little bit. There you go, that's perfect height. Is Fishing with Steve live too? I don't think so, but he was live earlier and he got on some when he was live. Or it may, if not today, he got some in some previous lives. I saw a couple of them as I was popping in and out throughout the week. I believe he got some today, but I don't know if it was before he turned on the camera. "40 minutes into this live." Unfortunately, the first live never actually went live. It's just sitting in the ether where nobody can see it. I got 2 earlier this morning, so I'm here to help Nolan. It makes it a lot easier for somebody doing a live stream to have a netman. That is true. Hey Nolan, do you know if Bob ended up catching anything when he was live? Yes, he did. He caught a nice channel catfish. Similar size, if not a little bit bigger to the one I caught today. So yeah, and it's already linked, it's already timestamped in the comments because I went and found that timestamp myself later on. So yeah, if you go over and check that out, it should be timestamped. You should be able to find it pretty easily. Let me know how the wind is. I tried to get a mic cover, but I'm not sure how well it's doing. You guys will have to let me know. What is interesting about this is that the big rod over here, they're all about the same stiffness or power, but the big rod, the much longer one, is doing a lot more wiggling in the wind than Steve's slightly shorter one, and my little one is pretty much rock solid over there in the wind. So the bigger the rod, the more wind action you're gonna get, which is self-explanatory, but it's not something you immediately consider right off the bat. Steve says the audio sounds good. I'm not sure if you guys can see how much wiggling my rod's doing, but it's pretty crazy. Keeps making me think I've got bites, which I'm fairly certain I'm not having bites because it would bend that way, but it's going like this, so. Fairly warm out today, but the wind definitely puts a little chill on it. I'm wearing a little puffer jacket, even though it's fairly warm, so. Check the phone battery, 44%. We've got a while before we have to plug in the charger. If we end up having the only catfish of the day as the channel cat that I caught before the live actually started up, that'll be a little bit disappointing, but at least we got one. We're watching and we're waiting. 8 people in here. Thanks for stopping in. Chris Davis says, where are we? We are in Pennsylvania, specifically the southeastern part at the Schuylkill River. We're doing some catfishing. We already got one, but it was before I started this live up. So we're hoping for number 2 to show up. Ozarks, do y'all live close to each other? Yes, we live very close to each other. We live in, I guess it's the same town. I live on the outskirts of the town, and I believe Steve lives towards the middle of it, but we're probably only 5-6 minutes from one another driving, and he comes down here all the time, so I decided to join him today. Alrighty. I feel like are due for another fish here soon. Nine people in here. Chris Davis says, I'm in Tennessee, so catfishing is big here. Good luck. Yeah, I just took a trip down to Tennessee. My sister had a gymnastics meet. I brought some fishing stuff along. We had a really good time. We were in the Pigeon Forge area. So I got some cool species. And I will have a video out about that at some point. I've got a whole bunch of other stuff I'm working on in the meantime, but that will be out at some point. Joe Mama said, any luck yet? Nothing other than that catfish before the live started, which I believe you've already heard about and seen. So nothing yet. We had on this far left rod, we definitely had some action going on, but by the time we got over to the rod and started pulling it in, we did not have anything on the end. Ozark says, I'm going to Sight and Sound in Branson, Missouri tonight to watch David and Goliath. That is pretty cool. Steve says, yeah, I'm happy to say I know Nolan is fast becoming one of the better fishermen in our area. Well, I appreciate it, Steve. I do a lot of things, so to be considered in the upper echelon of people in any of those things is pretty cool, because as the saying goes, jack of all trades, master of none. So the fact that I'm doing well at any one of those is pretty cool, because I've got a lot of different things to juggle. For those of you guys who watch my channel know, I go all over the place and just try and figure stuff out and have fun with all of it. So, speaking of that, oh, I definitely just had a drag click on this rod. I don't know if that was wind or what. But tomorrow I'm going on a little adventure. Gonna pick up a couple items from Walmart. I don't have a Walmart that's super close to my area. The nearest one's about 35 minutes away. I'm gonna pick up some things. Middle rod? All right, Steve says we got one. I didn't see it from my perspective, but we'll check it out. Do you think I should go for it or should I leave it? All right. Anyway, huh?
I don't think he's there. This way you can grab it.
Yeah, I didn't hear any drag, so.
Yeah, I just went like this, Nolan.
Huh. That's the toughest rod to tell if it's getting a bite from where I was sitting. So.
It definitely hits.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if there's a log floating down underwater, but that pole definitely got hit.
I gotcha. Yeah, I didn't hear any drag. That was strange. I'll keep an eye on it though.
I don't get excited that quick for like.
I gotcha.
I've been watching these bites come.
I gotcha.
I look like a 100% bite.
Reel of Life 423's in.
Alright, our little challenge is over now. You got a bite on the liver.
You're going back to the normal liver? There you go.
I tried it.
Anyway, what I was saying earlier is that I'll bring you guys back this way. Give me just a second. There we go. What I was saying earlier, there's not a Walmart reel near me, and there's a couple cheap outdoor items that I wanted to pick up for some future videos to test out. Not going to spend a bunch of money, but I wanted to get some things that you can only get at Walmart, so I'm going to go hit up Walmart.
Overall durability on this bait, it gets a good range.
Oh yeah. So, for those of you guys who weren't in earlier, Steve wanted to see how the packaged chicken liver that's been frozen and packaged up in a little bag in a vending machine compared to the real liver. Not that it's not real, but like the container liver that you can buy at like grocery stores and stuff. So the durability is better, but we think the ability to get fish enticed is possibly a little bit worse. Anyway, so going to Walmart, pick up some stuff. I then am going to Lancaster Archery Supply to get my compound bow set up to start shooting. So that should be fun. Videos will be out on that at some point as well. Then I'm gonna go hit another fishing spot, and then I'm gonna go have dinner with my girlfriend. So I'm gonna go on an all-day adventure tomorrow, leaving fairly early in the morning, and I'm going to be out all day doing stuff. So we're gonna do lots of filming for the channel, and those videos will be out eventually. Hopefully the wind isn't too terrible. There's a little bit of slack in this rod here. Gonna go reel that up.
You might want to check that one then too. Yeah. Because I'm telling you, it went down pretty hard. But I don't think it's saying too much. Something's right away. Like I said, I'm trying to push it right to the limit too down here because of the wind.
Yep.
I'm telling you, we might get the bike, it might just get hot in our last 20 minutes.
Right.
That's what I'm hoping.
So I know a lot of you guys in chat have your own channels as well. Let us know what's going on in your upcoming plans. Let us know what's going on in your channel. Feel free to share out some upcoming ideas and events you got going on so that everyone in the community knows what's going on. That was yet another drag click on this rod. There's definitely something messed because it's set at a level that the wind shouldn't be able to drag. So something's ticking it. There you go. I don't know if you heard it, but it happened again. Yeah, definitely let chat know about some upcoming videos, live events, all that sort of stuff that you guys might have going on. Yeah, they did it again. I'm gonna tighten it up like a click or two, and if it does it again, that means it just did it again. That definitely means we've got a fish messing with it at the very least. So I'm gonna tighten it up just a tick and see what happens. Ozark says, I'm having a special guest live on my channel this next Thursday, 6:55 p.m. Central Time. This channel is Mission Discover. Hope to see y'all there. I wonder who that guy is. Mission Discover. Never heard of him. So yeah, I tightened that up a tick, and it hasn't moved since. I don't know if there's just like some weeds pulling on the line, because the current is pretty heavy, so if some weeds get attached to the line, it definitely could pull it a little bit, but there was something going on. Hopefully it's a fish, and hopefully that fish commits enough to where we can haul him in. If you guys watched my most recent video, that rod right on the end there is the one that caught the nice channel cat in the middle of the night during a lightning storm. In my video, not to spoil it, but there's a whole bunch of cool stuff in that video. It started off getting a lot of views in a short amount of time, but has seriously leveled off, hasn't got a ton of views. If you haven't seen it, it's super long, but there are a lot of exciting moments throughout it. I don't think you'll be disappointed if you chuck it on and watch it. I'm very proud of that video. I'm very pleased with how it came out. It was a super exciting trip. We got 8 species of fish, got some big ones, got some surprising catches. There were some really cool like nature things that happened. We saw some cool animals, saw some cool natural phenomenons throughout it. It was really fun. So if you haven't seen it, I'd appreciate if you went out and checked it out. So Steve's rod is getting hit. Steve's rod is getting hit. Bells are tingling. Rod tip is moving.
Whoa.
All right, we gotta wait some more. Can't stay on my way to town. I wanted to say hi to everyone. 210 Outdoors, thanks for popping in. Anything is possible just popped in. Where is this? I don't know. I have no idea where we are. For those of you guys who, oh, that rod that I said didn't do any more drag ticks, just did another. And Steve's rod's still moving a tad, so we got some action. But for those of you guys who don't get my joke, Anything is Possible was out here fishing with Steve earlier today, so he knows exactly where we are. He got a nice catfish as well, so if you are looking for some extra action after this live, go check out his video or his live. He has it time-stamped in the comments when he caught a real nice channel cat. So, Ozark says, I'm camping in a truck tent tomorrow. First time to ever try one. I'll be making a video. I have a video coming out this Sunday afternoon of building a hatchet throwing target. Oh my gosh, this is awesome stuff. I'm very excited for that. As I said earlier, Ozarks has a good channel, good stuff. .210 Outdoors says, see you tomorrow, Randy, referring to Ozarks. I feel like I'm a fishing guide today, says Steve. Yep. Showing Bob the ways of the catfish, showing me the ways of the catfish. This is like, Steve practically lives down here. He's always down here at this dock. It's like the quintessential Steve spot. Ozarks Woodsman, stories and more. How's it going all? Yeah, we're doing well. Unfortunately, we haven't caught a fish during this live, but I caught one before I started this live up. I was live, but it wasn't actually live. It was unlisted, and it wasn't working. I'm not sure how I had that set improperly, because it's typically automatically set to public, and I don't think I touched those settings. But yeah, I caught one before this live on a different live that none of you guys could actually see. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to catch one in this live for you guys to be able to see it. But I do have it on my GoPro for an upcoming video, so it's not completely lost. There's still hope. Steve's on his way out. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with this far right rod. I'm gonna leave it for a little bit longer.
I feel bad you didn't get that on camera right away.
Hey, it's on the GoPro.
Because there's new people and keep showing them.
Yep.
Man.
Steve got us a nice picture of the catfish right there. There it was. Hopefully we can get another.
Yeah. I feel bad, man. Everything was set up except for that.
So, if you guys want to pop off this live for just a minute and check out the catch, it's like 10 minutes into the live. I believe it was set to unlisted. So if you go to my community tab and you see the announcement for the live, if you click on the link that's in that community post, it should allow you to see the live and see that catch. So if you want to go check that out real quick, I have no problem with you leaving to try that. Let me know if it worked, if you do in fact end up trying that. Because unlisted just means that you can only get it, you can only see it if you have a link to it. So because there's a link in that post, I think you might still be able to see it. And then I, of course, can make that public after this live is over. And then you guys can see it on the replay. So
Something hit it. You were right. Something hit it.
yeah.
There's one piece of bait I put in there. It's gone. Damn.
Ozark says, holy moly, that was huge. It was, in fact, a nice channel cat. I've been very lucky. My average sized channel cat has been really, really good. I have never caught, well, let's see if I can frame this correctly. I gotta say the right words. There's only been 2 that I've caught that were not over like 8 pounds. Everything I've caught has been like 20 or more inches, 8 pounds or more when it comes to channel catfish, except for 2. One of them was like 6 inches long, super baby, and then one of them was like a little pound catfish, still had his juvenile spots on him, but he at least pulled hard. Everything else I've caught as far as channel cats has been like a really nice one. So that's always fun. Any fan is driving and listening. Says, no worries, Tim. Tim said, Bob, I'll check out that catch from your live later. He missed it. So. I'm not sure what to think about this far right rod. I'm probably going to go over there, crank the handle 2 or 3 times, just move it a little bit, see if I feel anything funky. And if I don't have a fish on, then I will just leave it out there.
Whoa!
What's up?
What the hell was that? Like something just swirled.
Oh, yeah, I see. I'm not sure if you guys can see it.
Up in there. Like,
there's a strange ripple pattern. I think it was like a muskie or something.
I saw like the gold color.
Huh. Strange.
Something you just see the side I saw the side of a fish right there because the water pattern got off.
Yeah, no, there was definitely a strange ripple pattern.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, that's always nice to see. Could have been a muskie, could have been like a flathead rolling, could have been a real big walleye. There's lots of possibilities of what that could have been, but I definitely did see the strange ripple pattern. Flathead or even bigger. Yep. Yeah, PA does have some nice catfishing. Both flatheads, as Tim's saying, and channel cats in this river system are pretty nice. All right, I'm gonna go do a little assessment of that far right rod and let you know what I decided to do with it. Yeah, I'm not sure what was going on with it. I moved it a little bit closer in, and just gonna let it sit there for a little bit longer. Both those rods will probably need a bait change when I pull them in, so I might go bait change the littler rod now, just for the hay of it. Before we move on to the final boss, I have been continuing to fish with this rod just because it's the only option I have brought out today other than the other one that's set out. And as I'm continuing fishing here, there is one other note I want to make. You get it with these really big spinning reels because it's not a super big open guide like those spinning rods have. Due to the fact that it's used because they've been tested in many configurations and being the size it has to be. It's not really a problem, but as you can see, it does kind of make the reeling a little bit janky. It kind of shakes it. There's just not enough room for it to spin around in here properly and make sense. So it does kind of wobble the rock a little bit. Not a huge deal, but it is something to consider. Alrighty, got the bait on the littler rod changed. Ozarks and Tim are connecting. Butterflies and Sunshine, I got my 35.7 pound flathead PB just up from there this summer. Great place to fish. Always stop at that dock before going home. Yeah, I mean, this whole section's good fishing. I caught a 30-pound flathead downstream from this a ways. I caught a 20-pounder down there as well. Lots of nice channels throughout the section that I've caught throughout the years. So, yeah, really good section to fish. Did anybody go and try and see the clip of me catching that fish through the link on the community tab? If you did, let me know if that worked out or if it is not successful, because I'm curious. All right, I'm gonna go check out this rod, pull it in, possibly rebait and chuck it out, see if I can get a good distance on that cast. This rod's going unless it's tangled up. Got it. Oh, fish on, guys. Oh, it just came out. Oh, it came out. Oh man, we had him.
He popped off.
Yep.
He was on.
Oh boy, this one might have one. This one just went fully flat.
I'll show you what.
I don't know what just happened with this one, but this one just
I saw that.
something crazy too.
All right.
Well,
That's a good sign.
it is.
Definitely a step in the right direction. All right, I know right where I threw
I'll
that.
chuck this one out.
Yeah, you get out there. Yeah, that definitely was a bite there. It looked like you had him, like he had the end of him for a minute.
I definitely hooked up. The
Yeah, I can see.
It's probably just in scan or something.
Yeah. You know what I actually probably need to do? That hook's still pretty sharp. I don't think it's that old yet. Man, that's all right. We're here now.
All right, we had one, but he came off. We were hooked up. Get you guys up close and personal. All 3 rods are kind of wonky now because I was in the midst of reeling that one up. That one needs rebaited. We're all sorts of wacky right now.
Yes, sir. Man. That's a good sign. Because that little one got hit too.
Yep.
I guarantee.
So we had 2 out of the 3 rods get hit at the same time. Tuck this out. Gotta get a little bit more distance on this one. There you go.
Yeah, no, you don't know how bad I want to click this into bait runner mode and then let them run and then eat it. But I just been letting them lock it up and it's working better.
Yeah, I almost always loosen up the drag at least a little bit. But like everybody's different. That's just the way I do it. So
no, your way's fun. That's how I always did it.
Yeah, no, I mean, my point is that there's no right way to do it.
Right, exactly. I agree 100%. All right, so you're right there. You're right there. So
yeah, I'm gonna move this one.
All right, let me get a cast out here real quick.
Alrighty. So this could possibly, we'll let the wind die down for a second. This could possibly explain why our drag was clicking on the big rod even though there was no fish. It's because we got a little bit of weed action going on. Which is actually somewhat comforting to see because that means that the river's starting to liven up again.
Yeah, next time let's just let it go a little longer. See what happens.
I mean, he was definitely there, but
No, you did nothing wrong.
Yeah, no, I mean
You hooked up. It's just a fit. It wasn't.
He wasn't fully in there. Obviously.
Exactly.
Get a good cast on this.
I saw that pole. I know when there's a fish on that pole. Man, that's a nice casting pole right there you got.
Yeah, well, I use this one for surf fishing too.
Yeah,
so.
it's great.
I caught, which will be either 1 or 2 videos from now. I haven't decided which one I'm going to do first.
Yeah.
I caught a 120-pound ray on this rod.
I believe it.
It was heck of a fight.
Oh, I bet.
This is 40-pound line. I was not.
How long it take you?
20 minutes.
That's pretty damn good, dude. All right, let me go warm up. You know, if it goes, if it goes, you know what I mean?
Yep, just run and grab it.
Not fighting like that.
Raptor wheels back.
Tell Raptor I said.
Not sure the links work here, but that's Tim's. Yes, they do work. Boom. So I'm not sure who all was here, but I just hooked up on the far left rod, which belongs to Steve. He said, because he's over in his car, he said if it goes down, just grab it. So I got that, but it came off. We also had a bite on the little rod, and all 3 rods have just been recasted. We got a fresh set out there, ready to rock and roll. Okay. I'm not sure what's going on with the big rod, but something's happening. I'm not sure if it's just drifting or what. It looks like it's just wind. I could be wrong, but this is drifting. Yeah, big rod was just drifting. Alrighty. I looked up fishing with Steve, but it's a different Steve. So Ozarks, you have moderating status on my channel, so I believe that means you can just click on him and go directly to his channel in the live chat. So when Steve makes a chat again, you can click on him and just go directly to his channel site. At least I believe that's the case. I still have got no info back if any of you tried to click through the link on my community tab page and see if you can view the non-public live where I caught the fish. See if that works out. I would really appreciate some information on that, just to know. I'll make it public after this live is over anyway, but if you would like to see it, in the meantime, you can go over there and check it out, at least in theory. Skeeter's in, says, "I'm new here." His typical catchphrase. Ozarks found him. Sweet. Yeah, Steve's a good dude. Loves to support other people. Didn't work. Says it's private. Man, I can, as I said, I can always make it public, but I have no idea how in the world that got set to private. It's generically automatically set to public, and I am certain that I did not touch those settings. So there was some sort of weird glitchy something that happened. In fact, I had to, when I set up this live, I had to individually go and make sure that I had to switch it from unlisted to public on this live, because it was like preset to be unlisted, which I'm not sure why, because I have always had it be public right off the bat. So I'll have to look into that. I also am still struggling to get horizontal lives to work. Vertical lives are the only ones that work for me right now. I know Bob, who's in chat, has had that issue and has seemed to figure it out, at least to some extent, so I'll have to talk to him further about that. Also, Skeeter, since you're in here, I know I sent it to Bob, but he's been busy and he did not get back to me yet, which is not a problem. You'll have to let me know. Either send me an email, which I can give you my email in the chat or whatever, so that I can contact you about getting a spot reserved or how to do all that for the upcoming YouTube meetup in May. So let me know some information about that. Oh, there you go, Steve Rod.
Fish! Let him go! Come on, take.
He's there. We'll bring you guys over closer to it. If you use StreamYard, you can do your lives vertical or horizontal. That is true, but going through StreamYard every time shouldn't be necessary, given that they give you the option to do it horizontal. It's a glitch that a lot of people have been dealing with, including Bob. So if I can figure out some information on how to deal with that, that would be sweet. Skeeter says he's got me as far as information about the YouTube meetup. So I can make sure I can finalize things on the schedule. I've got a lot of upcoming kind of collaboration style events. Obviously, I fish with Bob, and we'll be fishing with Steve frequently because they're local and we do a lot of stuff. In May, theoretically, I'm going to do a YouTube meetup, meet a whole bunch of people, and the whole thing is run by Skeeter. And then I have the thing next week on Ozark's channel. I have some upcoming tentative plans to do some more live stream stuff. Not even plans, but like ideas that I might do some more live stream stuff with Creed. So I've got a lot of different interactions that are upcoming, and I want to make sure that I get my schedule set. Oh, also the Jeff Beal the tournament that Jeff Beal runs, Build Your Own Rod. I believe I'm going to be doing some of that as well. So lots of fun stuff happening. Skeeter says, same thing happened to me. Yeah. I mean, vertical lives are a good thing. They get you a lot of exposure. If you're just doing something like a pop-up style thing, it works really well. But sometimes you want to get that full panorama, that wide view, and you really can't do it on the vertical live stream. I talked to a YouTube representative about how to fix it. I had an email conversation. Thought I had it fixed, but it did not work. I almost feel like I should have went for it because I think
you might have been right on that one.
I think he let it go because he went.
You know what? I think you're 100% right because if you're there when they're biting now, you just got to take it.
Yeah.
They're not continuing.
I feel like I'm gonna as soon as it hits, I feel like I'm gonna go for it now.
Yeah, exactly.
Because when I did that the last time, I at least hooked up.
Right.
Right. I lost it, but a hookup is better than a hookup and a loss is better than no hookup at all.
Yeah. Next time, just go.
Bob and Steve have my number. Sweet. I'll get it from Steve before I leave today, so I can send you some messages about that and get all the information I need.
Oh yeah. If you do go up Nolan, I got a 6-bunk cabin. If you need.
Yeah.
Bunk. You don't have to give me any money. I don't know if you want to camp out, but this cabin's going.
That's probably what I do, just because I enjoy that anyway. But
right.
Yeah, I'll see what.
But it's there for the whole show, like the whole thing.
Yep.
So if it rains, we have something like a hard roof over it.
Yep. Sounds good.
That's all it's there for.
That's also beneficial because then, obviously there's going to be a lot of people with cameras and stuff, and there's at least somewhere where you can plug stuff in and all that.
Ain't nobody gonna mess with anything.
Yep. I'm pretty sure clicking on the person to go to their channel only takes you to the channel if you are a mod. That is true, but the person who was asking, that being Ozarks, was a mod, so I just told him if he couldn't find Steve, then that would work. Also, any mods in the chat on my channel have the ability to share links. So if we're talking about someone, encouraging people to go find their channel, feel free to chuck their link in chat and make sure that they have an easy way to have people find them.
Yeah, my last few lives, there's always fish being caught. And if you can see one that's 5 hours long live, just go to the last 2 hours. That's when the fish were caught. I don't have a timestamp.
Skeeter says, I started my channel yesterday. I'm Site 2, Lakefront. We'll raid Steve's fridge occasionally. That sounds perfect.
What's that?
That Bob said, we're Site 2, Lakefront. We'll raid Steve's fridge occasionally. I said, that sounds perfect.
Just don't touch my beer. All right, man, we got to get this fish now. You're just wail on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take off the belt so you can just get.
Yep. As soon as it goes, I'll get it.
What I mean?
Yep.
This way you ain't even gotta worry about a belt. Oh no.
I was there before I ended my live today. Where are you referring to, Skeeter? The campsite? I feel like I'm not sure if I'm lost or I missed something, but you'll have to give me some more clarification. I'm not catching the drift. Lake Glory Campground. So yeah, the campground. That's what I would have, if I was a betting man, that's what I would have bet that you were talking about. Whenever Skeeter goes, there he is. Wait, what? Wherever Skeeter goes, there he is. I'm not sure if I'm the one that's missing something, but the last 2-3 chats have been all confusing to me. Steve's going back to the car. There's my truck right there. And there's Steve's car. Ozark says I subbed to everyone with the channel. Sweet. Rod Wilson's in. Hey, Nolan and Steve. How's it going, Rod? We've got a catfish on the bank since I've been here. However, it was not during this live. I had some technical difficulties and the live ended up not being public. So after this live is over, I'll make sure that you guys are able to see that. And then yeah, hopefully we get one while we're live here. If not, we at least have some documentation that fish were caught. As I said earlier, there's a lot of you in here that I definitely could get some moderator status out to at some point, but I'm not live frequently enough to where it's like on the top of my to-do list. But I will definitely work on that whenever I get a good chance. Fishing with Steve, saying hi from his place of honor in the car. That's what I'll call it, the place of honor. I like to give strange titles to things. I do this all throughout the day. I don't know why. It's a strange habit I have where there's something completely inconsequential that I'll just give some strange title, like I'm a medieval king knighting someone. Like, you're the glorious knight of such and such. I just give things strange titles. Watching and waiting. There's a plane up in the sky right there. Can't wait to use my new Lose Mock Smash, says Ozarks. Right now, I just look at it every day. There you go. Yeah, that bait caster is definitely, you could definitely do some catfish and carp with it. It's probably not the most ideal setup, but I used my bait casting setups for catfish and carp for years. Works just fine. Obviously, you're well versed in the catfish, as you've told me before. But yeah, that would definitely work on that type of endeavor. And then perfect for bass. You could do some inshore saltwater with it. It's a great setup to have. Tim says, want to know how different our weather is? I'm prepping for snow showers on this side of PA. Man, yeah, I was out towards Reading and it was snowing yesterday. So, not what you want to see once it starts warming up. When I'm wanting ice fishing, snow's fine, but not right now. Jimmy says, how's the bite? We have landed one. It was not on this live. Technical difficulties, long story. I've told it like 8 million times already. I'll make sure you guys can see that footage eventually after this live is over. But yeah, we've landed one 9 pound 9 ounce channel cat. We're hoping for another one. Yash, how's it going? We got one on the bank, looking for number 2. Stuart's here, saying hi to everybody. Good to see you. We are looking for catfish number 2. Come on. Very quiet right now with these rods. Yeah, it's nice out there. Where are you at? We are at a spot on the Schuylkill River that Steve frequents, and he's been catching a boatload of catfish out of here as of late, so we joined the party today. I'm going for blue cats next week, says Jimmy. That's interesting. Where are you headed? Like the Potomac? That would make some sense. Stuart says, how are you? I'm doing well. The weekend's here. I'm going on some adventures tomorrow for the channel and other things. So I'm very excited the weekend's here. And yeah, enjoying life. Glad it's getting a little bit warmer and fishing's picking up. Jimmy says, yeah, heading to DC. Sweet. here shortly, I'm definitely going to completely change out the bait because I've just been re-dipping the liver that stayed on the hook. But I'm definitely going to fully change it out here shortly to try and maximize those bites. Steve is obviously in the process of getting his rod tossed back out there. There comes a duck right across screen right there. Just landed.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling that other cast. Get ready.
There he is. There's a duck. Steve says he's got a better feeling about this cast. Which last time he said he had a feeling, it was correct, so I'm gonna stick with it. Oh boy, Yash is in my Spanish class, my advanced placement college credit Spanish class, and so he's given me some Spanish to read. He says he needs a he needs me to bring a fish for our Spanish class. He needs me to bring a fish to Spanish class. Or I don't know. Or is this a metaphorical to bring, as in catch one and then show it to people in Spanish class? That's the real question. Gotta make sure you're on your game, says Yash. There you go. Oh boy, here goes Ozarks. Alright, so our phone's at 15%. Bear with me here. I'm going to plug it in, which means that it's going to jostle around for a second as I try and get it plugged in. That was actually much less painful than I thought it was going to be. There you go. That works. Nice. Rocking and rolling. Yash is responding in Spanish to Ozarks, who asked what's up, also in Spanish. And he says he's not doing much. He's playing Fortnite, which makes sense. Steve says for me to not forget to ask Bob to text me that picture. Will do. He's referring to the picture of the catfish I caught before this live was up. As I said, I've told this over and over again as people come in. I've already caught one. I somehow messed up the settings, which I have no idea how I did it, and made the live not public. So you guys never got to see that live. However, I will be able to make the live public so you guys can watch me catch that fish on the live replay. We'll probably title it something along the lines of like technical difficulty catfish or something like that. And then you guys can go check that out. Ooh, Steve's rod just got tapped. You guys can go check that out and make sure you guys get to see the footage of that, even though it wasn't live. Yeah. Yash says, me gusta Wendy's. Yash showed me, for anybody who uses T-Mobile as their carrier, their cell phone carrier, there's an app that you can get that gives you promotional things through T-Mobile and some other cool benefits. And one of those is that there's like a free food item that you get every week. And this week it's a free Wendy's chicken sandwich. So as I go on my adventures tomorrow, I'm going to stop and cash in my free Wendy's sandwich and eat that for lunch. Yeah, Steve's rod definitely got tapped. So I'm going to go down here and keep an eye on that. Oh, so I didn't even say this, which, Oh boy, Bob already texted me the image. That was what that buzzing was. For those of you in chat who heard that, Bob just sent me the picture of the catfish. I didn't even say this. That catfish that I caught earlier today was my first open water, meaning non-ice fishing, fish caught in Pennsylvania this year. Before now, the only fish I've caught through open water was in Tennessee, couple weeks ago now. So I'm glad to have caught one in open water this year from my home state. Watching and waiting. All right, come on. If we could get one more before this live ends, that would be ideal. All right, what are we thinking, chat? Should I pull in the little one and rebait it first or the big one and rebait it? I'm going to do both. Let me know which one I should do first. Mind you, the little rod is the one that caught the fish earlier, so maybe it's good luck. Or maybe it already fulfilled its quota for the day and we should keep the big rod in. Who knows? Steve says, just for anybody who is interested, I will be fishing live tomorrow around 7:30, 8:30 in the morning, or 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. If you want to check out my channel, and thank you, Nolan, for letting me join you on your live today. No problem, Steve. Thank you as well. Steve is supplying bait. He's letting me use his rod if it goes down. He's net man. Steve's being a huge help today. He's a very generous person, so definitely go check out Steve. He's very casual. He's a lot more casual than I am on my lives. Doesn't do as much talking, a lot of relaxing, enjoying the community. But when there's a fish on, he's on. Just remember to be gentle to Larry. Is that the name of the catfish? Or I don't know. Ozark says he's subscribed to Fishing with Steve. Hopefully notifications come through. Steve says to do them both. All right, so I'll pop in when I can, Steve, in between bread deliveries. All right, I'm gonna pull in the big rod first. So pull that in. Fishing with Steve says Nolan caught Larry, so I guess that's the term that we use for the big catfish. Larry lives under the tree. I did catch Larry. That is where I caught the catfish from. So maybe that was him. Your feelings have been pretty good so far.
Right? Load that thing up.
Oh boy. I didn't miss a loss.
Oh man, this is like, I wish we could start fishing now and fish till dark.
Oh yeah.
That would have been awesome. I know we would have caught more than one. We will. Alright, let's see. Let's try up here a little bit. There. That looks good. That should set up nicely. Sweet. That cast felt so good, I felt bad turning my back on it.
All right, here we go. Pass this guy out.
That's good.
All right, we're set up with number one. Use my knuckle to move the screen so I don't get liver slime all over it. This big rod's drifting, so I'm gonna cast it again, get it to stay put.
Hey, I was gonna say, watch that pole.
It's not going so well. I just had that one drifting and then I just cast it off the bait on the second cast. So, not going well. Oh no, it's still there, but there's not much quantity. That's good.
I like that, Tim. I'll take that one.
All right, attempt number two.
Get ready, Nolan.
Was it going? Oh yeah.
A little tap. Keep an eye on it.
A little one maybe? Oh,
Damn, you on there?
I had him for a second.
He got it.
It's all
Did I
tore,
get it? Hey, get back to your pole.
It's all tore up.
Yeah, I'm seeing a little tap, man.
Oh man.
I saw that. Hey, that's what I'm saying. They're not like committing.
No, they're not.
They're letting you know they're there. try for a hog. You got enough bait?
Just a little tad more.
How about the other one?
Yeah, the other one's good.
All right. We're good. We'll make it. Man, I thought that was going to be the one. Look, it got nice down here real quick.
Oh yeah, it's real nice.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah. Good.
That's Larry's spot. That's what Bob was talking about. Oh, did we go out dental floss?
Are we?
Nope.
I didn't think I took
No, you know how long I mean, I had this a while. Look, lip room. Oh, this ain't good. Oh, man. Where's my pliers? This thing's...
All right, gonna go wash my hands off, and then I'll get back to chatting. Six people in here still.
Yep.
Tim says 5:37.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah. I'll take. Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah, that's good.
Because I really don't want to have to go through what your dad went through to get out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good story to share and let everybody know.
The issue is if I'm correct, they update that in like 5 or 10 minute increments.
Right.
So they were like, it actually said it like, let's say it was 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
And they had it at 6:50, so he got back here at like 6:50, and they had already closed the
Shut
gates. And he was like, "What do you mean?" Like,
well, that's the thing. Sometimes they usually actually close the gate like 10 minutes really before the true sunset.
yeah,
But I don't blame them. I mean, they have a long day here.
exactly. Oh yeah. Two of the 3 rods in.
Got it.
Steve's getting the 3rd one in.
Got it.
Ready to rock and roll for the final stretch of the day.
This will be my last cast. This is going to be winner.
5:26. Got a couple minutes.
Try that. All right. Everything's been rebaited, right?
Yep.
Good deal.
We're ready to roll. Come on, one more good fish. That's what we want. Or even a small fish. Just one more fish would be ideal.
We're trying. I'm putting it down there right now. We've got one more.
Oh. That was either some funky wind gusts or a bite on the far right rod. Oh yeah. Come on, fishes. Oh yeah. We're ready. Whenever they come, I'm just gonna go for it. Tim says if I'm right, I'm running for a lottery ticket. That sounds good. I hope you are right, because that means we get another fish in approximately 7 minutes. Which I would take every day of the week. Except for Tuesdays. No, I'm kidding. I'm just making stuff up. Come on, fishes. Come on. Fishing with Steve says when you get your lottery ticket, just don't forget the little people. Right, if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't even be going for the lottery ticket. If it wasn't for us and our fishing, we deserve at least 80%. I'm just kidding. God has blessed my family a ton, and I'm in no need of extra money. I'm very thankful for my family and the fact that they're doing well. For everybody in chat, we're actually having a really nice sunset tonight, but you can't turn the camera into the sun. It's really nice down here right now. Yeah, I mean, that's what it looks like, but it probably doesn't look like much of anything interesting there. Probably just looks like a bright spot. But yeah, colors are nice. It's very like peach orangey. That's how I'd describe it. Pretty cool. Come on, fishes. One more. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pack up everything in my bag except for the scale and grippers. So that way we can maximize our time. Don't have to spend extra time or waste extra time packing up. Oh yeah.
I'm firing back out again. I'm trying to hit one in the head. It's the only thing I can think of now.
Got one right off the bat.
On the head.
Just that one hookup since.
Hey, listen, I'm telling you, I already got two all morning.
As Bob always says, I live on the wrong side of the PA. It's gloomy, about to rain and snow over there. Well, eastern side has its downfalls as well. It's been over the last few years, probably since I was born. It's certainly got crowded over here. Lots of people, pretty much everywhere.
Hopefully that's the money shot.
Certainly could be.
Beautiful sunset though. Can't beat that. There you go, Nolan. Get on, hop on and join them. Kayaker coming down.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see.
Easy going down, but going up's going to be a little bit of a problem.
Yeah, I did a live I put in at the boat launch over there. I went all the way down there, came back up. I was pretty tired at the end of
I
it.
believe you.
Pretty tired. I can't wait to say I miss Pennsylvania when I'm living in Florida, says Bob.
That's got to be Bob.
Yep. Those words would never come from my mouth. Yeah, I mean, there's good and bad things with almost everything. You know, Florida obviously has real nice weather in the winter, but in the summer it's brutal, super humid and hot. And there's also hurricanes, and up here, I mean, winter's pretty bad, but summer's a lot nicer than in Florida. Might be crowded, but at least you're in easy access to a whole bunch of cool stuff. So, I mean, there's good and bad stuff with everything. Come on, just one more. Yeah, you told me about that. We go to Alaska in summer. It's perfect. Yeah, you constantly live in a state of 75 degrees. Not completely, but just about. Come on, fishes. I used to go every summer. I miss it. I want to be a beach bum when I grow up. There you go. Yeah, I absolutely love saltwater fishing now that I can drive. And my parents are, there's still limits to things that they're like, yeah, not totally sure you should do that. But like, they're pretty comfortable with me driving most places. So it opens up a lot of more saltwater fishing opportunities. Drives to New Jersey and stuff like that, and wouldn't be completely unreasonable for me to do every once in a while. Had a little connection error, but we're back. So yeah, New Jersey fishing, Delaware fishing, some saltwater stuff is not completely unreasonable now that I have the capability to make it happen myself. So more saltwater fishing to come is, I guess, what I'm saying. Not just Ocean City, Maryland, and North Carolina. Come on. Steve says, the fishing report from the dock in Montgomery County. 4 fish caught today, at least 7 missed fish. Not a bad day, but not a good day. That checks out. Come on, fishes. Did Tim's time pass? Oh, it's 37. We got a couple more seconds within the minute. Come on. Come on, fish. Make Tim happy. Make him a millionaire. Couple more seconds before the minute expires. Come on, fishes. And some chili. Did I miss something? Linda says, any day fishing is a good day. I would agree with that. For the most part. I mean, obviously, there's always stuff that could happen, but generally, fishing's a good time, regardless of how many are caught. Steve and Bob and Chili. Ah. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. to entice the fish, because as soon as you turn your back is when they like to bite, I'm going to run up to the truck and put my rod away and hope that a fish bites while I'm running. So that way I can trick one into biting by having my back turned.
Man.
Put this away.
Yeah, I'm getting ready. I put 11 hours down here today. I'm ready to go home. Hey, everybody. Thank you for letting me fish with Nolan, but I'm going to be headed out of here. Oop, headed out of here.
I'll pull in the big rod, leave the little one that caught
I don't want these
the tree
rivers.
spot.
You don't want them, do you?
Probably
I'm gonna
not.
throw them out here.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll keep the package short, but
Yeah. Here, take this little weight too. Bob left it. I don't
okay.
Yeah, I'm happy you got to catch one, man. That made my day. You and Bob both got one. I'm happy.
I'll make the live public.
Yeah. That sucks. I had the same thing happen to me the other day when I went live right away. I caught one, but there was nobody in the stream yet. I gotta get more hooks.
All right, there's one. We got one rod left. We'll leave it for I'll go put this in the truck, leave that for another minute, and hope. There's still hope.
Come on, Larry. Come on, Larry, the catfish. Ow. Yo, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, listen, thank you so much.
No problem.
Pleasure,
Thanks for having me out.
Yo, you need somebody's number? If you need anything, you call Bob.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
What I was saying, if you need any info about that French Creek stuff I was talking about, don't feel free to call me.
Will do.
Because it's a great spot. You were in, because there's Kimbertall Kennels, which is
Yep.
above. You can walk all the way up, get
Yep.
the wash downs, and then you can walk down from that hole and all the way down to the other.
Gotcha.
It's a nice pack and go fishing.
Yeah. All right, well, nice seeing you.
Yep, you too, Noel. Thank you. Good
Yep.
luck.
All right, what time is it? Outdoors with Rook is in. We're just about to close down the live. I did catch a fish earlier, but the live was screwed up and wasn't public immediately. So as soon as this live is done, I'll make sure that that is public so you guys can see the catch. I'm gonna give it another minute and then we'll reel in Little Rod over there. All right, gonna reel it in. stuff away, and then we'll close out the live. All right. Whoa, it's real close to the camera. I really appreciate you guys joining me today. That's going to be the end of the live. As I've said like a million times now, I'll make sure to make that fish catch that was somehow not on camera earlier. I'll make sure to make it public so you guys can see that. Probably make a community post about it. I see Jose just popped in. Tim says I was wrong about the time. I blame myself. Not a problem, Tim. Butterflies and Sunshine says no need to run for that lottery ticket. Glad you guys are having fun. This was a good live despite the fact that I didn't catch a fish on this part of the live. Yeah, I really appreciate all of you stopping in, giving me some of your time. Hopefully it was worth it. Hopefully it was entertaining. Make sure to go check out Fishing with Steve if you haven't, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.